Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you my kind of top 10 favourite Christmas films, movies, whatever you want to call them. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe, and also if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And yeah, if you want to see my favourite top 10 Christmas movies, then keep on watching. Okay, so I've actually got them in order because I like them in this order. You might not like them in this order, but yeah. But to start off with, I have a Christmas jumper on. You can't really see, but it's Elf. And you will see if it's one of my favourite or not, but come on, who doesn't like Elf? Anyway, I'm going to start at number 10 and then work my way up to number 1, as in number 10 is my least favourite and then number 1 is my ultimate favourite. When I say my least favourite, I don't mean like I hate this film, because it wouldn't be in my top 10 otherwise, would it? So I have my list on my phone. Okay, so the first one is Jingle All the Way. This is a film about a dad and a son. The son wants this really popular toy that is the rage this Christmas, and the dad is... we basically follow the dad around and see if he can actually find this toy for his little boy. If you haven't seen this movie, I won't say any more because, you know, it's got small... what was that? But yeah, that's my number 10. It's just a happy like family film which you would watch with maybe your son or any of your kids. So yeah, that's my number 10. My 9th one is Nativity. Oh, and Jingle All the Way was made in 1996, which was the year that I was born. Just saying. Anyway, can anyone guess how old I am? Anyway, so number 9 is Nativity. This was made in 2009, which is quite recent, I would say. It just reminds me of when I used to do like nativities and Christmas plays in primary school. It just reminds me of that. That's why I like it, really. And it's just a funny family film again. And yeah, that's number 9. Number 8 is Home Alone. I have 2 of the Home Alones that I really enjoy, which is number 1 and number 2. The reasons why is because it's just the original ones, do you know what I mean? I like original, as you'll probably tell in my list that I like more of the traditional Christmas movies. The first one was made in 1990, I believe. Yep, 1990, and then the second one was made in 1992. So the first one is based on the boy Macaulay Culkin, I think that's his name, Macaulay Culkin. It's got Macaulay Culkin in it, and he is just the famous child of the Christmas movies in them days. It's based in his house where his family goes on a vacation, as they call it in America, to Paris, and he gets left because they're so busy rushing around, so many kids, they forget him, and they're on the plane and the mum realises that he's missing and tries to get home, and then when he's at home, these burglars try to break in his house, and he creates like loads of different like booby traps, and yeah, it's just so good. I won't say any more just in case you haven't seen it. And then the second one is kind of related again. It's like the same thing but in New York. I love New York. I've always wanted to go to New York. Don't know why, just when I was a kid I just dreamt of going to New York. It looks so amazing. But anyway, Macaulay Culkin is again lost in New York. His parents, I think they go away again, and he gets on the wrong plane to New York, and gets missing again, and the mum obviously tries to get to him again, which I won't say if she does or not, because if you haven't seen it then go watch it, it's good. I'm classing them as 1 because it's basically the same film, because it's like Home Alone, but I believe there's like 4 or 5 of them, so make a day of it. Okay, so number 7 is a very old one. It was made in 1985. That was 11 years before I was born. It's the Santa Claus the movie. So it goes way back, and it's basically like your traditional Santa Claus movie. It follows Santa Claus going around giving presents, and he helps some children, and yeah, you'll have to watch it. It's really old, it's really good, and I believe one of his elves tried to sell, what was it? It was like tried to sell like his magic how to fly, like the sleigh, something like that. You'll have to watch it. It's quite an easy movie to understand. As I said, it is quite old, so if you don't like the really traditional old movies, as it was made in 1985, it's going to be your not very good graphics and stuff like that, which I actually quite like because it just takes me back to my childhood, and why can't I be a child again without all these adult problems? And yeah, anyway, there's number 7. Number 7. So, number 6 is, I actually watched this last night, not the first time, but I watched it last night on ITV2. If you watched it, let me know. It's Love Actually. This was made in 2003. It's your more modern kind of Christmas movie, which it follows people in their everyday life. It follows the Prime Minister, normal people as they go to their children's nativity, and there's affairs, there's love, there's everything. There's like loads of your actors and actresses in there. Yeah, that was made in 2003, and I just love that it shows normal people, like showing how their Christmas could be and how busy it could be and stuff, and love and traditional stuff, really. So that was number 6. Number 5 is a very traditional one. It's the Grinch, but it's really actually called How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and not many people actually know that it's called How the Grinch Stole Christmas, because people just call it The Grinch, and I didn't know that until I looked it up, and because I don't have the DVD or anything like that, and I just normally type in like The Grinch to watch it or something like that. It has Jim Carrey in it. Funny, this is when he was like hilarious back then. Not saying he's not anymore, but you know, he was quite popular back then because of this movie, and it was made in 2000, so it's quite old, but it's in the thousands, so yeah, probably most of you watching this were born in like 2000. Just a funny movie. The little girl with the funny hair, that's what, she is so funny. It just makes me, I don't know, it's just the way she is with the Grinch, and tries to make him love again, and yeah, she's really pretty as well. And if you haven't watched it, go watch it, because it's a great family fun film again. So that was number 5. Number 4 is Arthur Christmas. Now this one is the kind of film you would want to see when you were like younger, like really young, and you still believe in Santa, and basically shows you how Santa would send his presents or deliver his presents in one night, and the way they come across it and the way the story's like set up, I think I would have believed more that Santa was real, and I probably would have believed like more for longer. How can I put this? Like thousands and thousands of elves helping Santa send the presents, and it's just amazing. It was made in 2011, so it was quite recent. It's the most recent film in my list, and I don't think I've come across any other films that are more recent than that, unless they've come out with more films in the cinema. Like, I know there's one coming out in the cinema this year, but yeah, I like more traditional films, but this is the most modern film in my list. Number 3. This is basically 3 films in one, and it is The Santa Claus. Claus with an E at the end, which I don't know. There's 3 films, Santa Claus 1 obviously, 2 and then 3. They all kind of correspond with each other, but like, I feel like next year. And the first year, basically, his name's Tillan, that's Santa Claus. He basically has a normal life in number 1, in the first movie. He has a normal life, goes about his day, and then he sees Santa on top of his house, or his son's house, and Santa falls and basically dies. And Tim Allen then becomes Santa, so basically he kills Santa and becomes Santa himself. And he doesn't realise until he starts getting fat, he starts getting the beard, and so on. Such an amazing movie. I love the storyline, and I know it's not real, but being a child, you would believe it, and I love it because it brings me back to my childhood and how I would believed in Santa, and yeah, so that's number 1. Number 2 is basically just about the normal Santa. I don't think much happens, I can't remember, I'll have to watch them again. And number 3, what's his name? The Iceman. No, that's not his name, I can't remember, but the one that can do the ice. That's really gonna bug me. It's not Iceman. Something Frost. Don't know. Anyway, the one that can do ice, something Frost, he basically tries to be Santa. So he does become Santa for a bit, I believe, but then the real Santa Claus, Tim Allen, goes back and changes and becomes Santa again. So it's all about the one who can do the ice. I still can't remember his name. Mr. Frost? I don't know. So yeah, that's number 3. Them 3 movies. All of them are great. I don't like one of them more because they're just great. Number 2 is The Holiday. Now, The Holiday, again, is more of a traditional movie. It was made in 2006. It has Cameron Diaz, Kate Winslet, Jude Law, Jack Black, all the famous people. Amazing film. I love this film. It's a day in the life of, again, people's Christmas, showing other people's Christmas. Cameron Diaz lives in like LA, I think it is, and then Kate Winslet lives in England, and they do a house swap for Christmas. Bit random, but yeah. And they actually do it, and then there's love, there's fallouts, there's drama, it's just amazing. I love this film. It's just a sit back and just watch it in bed, cozy in bed, and yeah, it's such a great movie. Okay, so now for number 1, and this is, can anyone guess? It's Elf. Definitely Elf. Elf is one of the best Christmas movies I could watch 1,000 times throughout December before Christmas. It has Will Ferrell in it, which I love him, he's amazing. Obviously I have my elf top or jumper, as I showed at the start, and this was made in 2003, and since then I've been watching it ever since, and it's just so amazing. The best part is when he drinks a whole litre, I think it is, of Coca-Cola, and he just belts the loudest bird in the world, and oh my god, I love it. It's so funny. If you want a great movie that can make you laugh so hard, this is the movie to watch. It's basically Will Ferrell is the character of when he was a baby, he was in an orphanage, he goes into Santa's sack, he gets taken to the North Pole, and all his life he grows up thinking that he's an elf, and then realises that he's too tall, he doesn't make toys as good as the actual elves, so he realises that he is a human. And then he gets told that his father lives in New York, and he goes searching for him in New York. Again, I love New York. And on the way he gets into trouble, he nearly gets run over, he gets a job in a toy store being an elf, because he's still dressed up as Buddy the Elf. That's his name, Buddy. And yeah, it's just so amazing. You need to watch it. If anyone out there has not watched this film, where have you been? Seriously, where have you been? So that is my list of my top 10. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. I always say thank you for watching all the time. Okay, bye guys. I love you to the moon and back.